Well, the problem was that my brother had been living in this property, which had originally been my mother's, for 10 years, and that he wasn't well, and that he wasn't keeping up with repairs and maintenance. And he was also hoarders. And though he wouldn't let us see in the house, we imagined that it was probably full of junk, which I think indeed it was. And we wanted to get the house on the market as soon as possible. But as this all happened during the peak of the COVID situation, neither my brother or I could travel up to Scotland. So, we had to find somebody we could completely trust to take over this work and get the house into a condition in which it could be sold. Well, it was very difficult because we didn't have any contacts there. So I just Googled house clearance and I got about 10 names. And it was all a bit confusing because some people wanted me to fill in a form and other people wanted to leave messages on their answer phone. And I got rather confused about who was who. And I remember I was actually walking into Oxford when you rang, and I thought you were somebody else. I thought you were from another house clearance company. But anyway, when I spoke to you, I just instinctively felt that I could trust you. And that was the most important thing, because there was no way we could sort of check on any of the credentials apart from reviews that people had said. But, we knew that we would have to find somebody that we could put total trust in, because we weren't going to be able to supervise the work. Well, I think that you seemed very sensible and efficient and professional, and you seemed to do everything that you said you would do. I mean, very quickly you went over to the property to have a look at what the job consisted of, and you phoned us and let us know, and gave us an estimate very quickly. And that was really the most important thing, that at each stage you did what you said you were going to do. So we built up a feeling of confidence in your service. I mean, when you went to the property, I think you very quickly realized it wasn't simply a matter of clearing a house of junk, that actually the property had got into quite a bad state, and that there were things that really had to be done before you could put it on the market. For example, I think there were holes in some of the doors, and there was a hole in the ceiling in one of the bedrooms. There was a patch of damp. I mean, there were a lot of things that needed to be repaired. And you then, with your local contacts, managed to contact a painter and decorator, a builder, and locksmith to attend to all the things that had to be fixed before the property was marketable. It's an enormous relief, because you finished the work very promptly and it went on the market and it's already been sold. And it's a huge weight off our mind, because, we're still not really confident about traveling up to Scotland by public transport. And to have that whole thing, that whole problem dealt with so efficiently has been an enormous relief to us. Also, that it turned out that it was a much bigger job than you anticipated. So you had actually undercharged us. But you were very fair about that and didn't press us for more money, because you took responsibility for having given the estimate in the first place. I mean, we were happy to give you a bit more, but I really appreciated the fact that you took that on the chin, as it were.